Welcome back to the Dementia by Day YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about how to change the conversation with a person living with dementia to ensure that things go in the right direction. A great example of this is a gentleman I worked with at one of my communities that where I was a dementia care director a few years ago. And this gentleman's name was Jack. He was in kind of an earlier stage of dementia, and really at that point where he was great at making an argument as to why you were wrong, but was just confused enough to be wrong about whatever the information was himself. That's a tough spot to be in. For most caregivers, have a hard time with that spot. So anyway, I remember one time Jack came out of his room and started yelling at all of the other residents. He was pretty sure that this was his house and that all of these uninvited people were over at his house. And he was like, "Why are you all here?" And he starts freaking out. He's yelling at everybody. And so I went over to him and I said, "Oh, Jack, this is my fault. This is my fault. I invited everyone here so we could have a dinner party. I really hope that's okay. I thought that, I was thinking that you might like to have some friends over for dinner. This is my mistake." His demeanor changed completely. Suddenly he was like, well, that's okay. That's fine. Hey, everybody, thanks for coming over. And we ended up all going into the dining room and everybody was fine. I changed the situation. And the way that I changed the situation was by blaming myself, which is always a great tactic. And then two, I gave him control over the situation, or made him feel like, really, he was in control over the situation, which of course he wasn't, because we were in dementia care and all of the people who were there lived there. But he felt like, coming out of his room, who the heck are all these people? He's mad. He didn't feel like he was in control over the situation. I was able to give him back some of that control by gifting him the ability to feel like he'd done everybody a favor, right? Now suddenly he's feeling like, hey, it was great of me to have all these people at my house, right? Change the conversation. Don't try to convince somebody living with dementia, "Oh, Jack, come on, you live here now and all these people live here now and blah, 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 blah." No, we're not doing any of that. What we're going to do is we're going to change the conversation to fit where his reality is. If you've been following me for literally any amount of time, I teach something I trademarked, which is embrace their reality. And if you want a little bit more on that, I highly recommend going to my products page on my website, rachelwunderland.com, and downloading the e-kit that I have for you there, all about embracing their reality. Thanks for tuning in. As always, hope you learned something, garnered something from this today, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up, recommend it to all your friends, and subscribe. Thanks so much.